First, we're going to hear the contracts off Steven. This time it's for a wide receiver. That's not just any wide receiver. This one has all the talent in the world, but hasn't figured out on the field in the NFL. Is he just going to be a camp body? Actually friends with the established roster guys that remains to be seen. First, though, my next big giveaway officially just arrived in the mail. It is this inside install it with three pretty cool signatures. Nolan Smith saying let's hunt. Jordan Davis up here at the top, and then my favorite Super Bowl champion, Quinyon Mitchell right there. This thing is sweet. You want to get in on this, drop a like and be subscribed. Giving this away to one of you.
Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for this offense. Give to the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Bauer. He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there.
Can anyone catch him? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, East Carolina, 0.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Hauser. He's got the tight end. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kelly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Pirates decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking for a block. It's Makuba. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Looking for room, it's Gentry. Maybe picked up a couple, he's down at the 24.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? To the air, it's Bauer. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope, steps out of bounds.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6 yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That's caught. It's Phillips. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
East Carolina, 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To throw, it's Bauer. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Number 19.
Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
0.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's got it on the right. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. He's at the 40. Giving him his pads. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pirates.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
East Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Makuba. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
Nothing but green ahead. The 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, ECU. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Looking to throw, it's Bauer. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's going to pass on second down. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Bauer. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Snags it on the right. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, East Carolina. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Makuba. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything.
Underneath toes the coverage, got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Running behind that left side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Bauer. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Coming after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and it gets your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Smashes through. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Hauser. They're bringing heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Pirates will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Makuba. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They're going to ride this running back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Corners are going to bail. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. It's still 3rd and goal. The aerial assault continues. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Miami. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Back to throw, it's Bauer. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth goal. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with the pick.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. He'll take a deep shot here. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he's running in the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Sam Houston, 38. East Carolina, 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You've put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life in the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Pumps it downfield. Pulls it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Got a man in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Pirates! And the comeback is on. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, and the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They want that clock to run. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Second down coming up. He'll try the left side. Runs through a tackle. At the 45 on its way. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.